Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown. Today we'll go through LA Lakers, Phoenix Suns Game 3, the first half. What I've seen so far is that Stoudemire is finally doing what I said he'd do in the preview, facing Pau Gasol up on the high post and blowing right by him, taking Lamar Odom in the low post and spinning and going right by him for a dunk or a layup. This is what we've been waiting for, and it's what I thought was going to happen, and it makes the series much more competitive. Robin Lopez getting a lot of minutes is also a huge key, and it's something I've been saying for 2 games. So I'm wondering if Alvin Gentry is watching these, because it's exactly what I said, and he came through for them and was instrumental in this win, getting rebounds, blocking shots, finishing at the basket, hitting jump shots, terrific stuff. Let me show you what I mean. You may remember that I said this was how Stoudemire was going to be successful against Gasol. High post, blow by him, either get a foul and finish, or get free throws. Here, Stoudemire is going to slip the screen, meaning he's going to cut to the basket before Nash can use him as a screen. Watch how slow Bynum is at getting over to help. All he can do here is foul him. This was how Gasol scored over and over in Game 2. A great adjustment in Game 2 was Robin Lopez fronting Gasol, making it hard to feed him in the post. Here he's trying to front, and so the adjustment the Lakers make is to quickly get to the corner and then seal him off so that Gasol can get a nice jump hook. First off, notice how bad the Laker big men are at boxing out. They just turn and look at the ball. And look how good Robin Lopez is at getting to the basket for a tip dunk. Stoudemire will slip the screen once more, and guess who? Bynum is way late getting over there and has to foul, and they still get the basket. Remember how I said whenever Kobe brings the ball up, he just goes one-on-one? Well, it's possible Grant Hill knows this and strips him on the way up. Stoudemire can be devastating in the post if he faces up, like this. Here's a series of plays that Gasol just checked out on and didn't have any effort. Watch how the ball gets tipped. He doesn't pursue it and move at all. The ball goes right there, and he doesn't even try and put a hand up, even though he's got 2 teammates back behind him. Here's where Stoudemire has trouble, back to the basket inside against the trees. If you're going to double Kobe, it better be aggressive, and it cannot be with a small guard like Barbosa. He'll just spin away and hit a nice fadeaway. Out-of-bounds plays are my favorite because it shows you're prepared. Here they take away the pass to Kobe, which initiates a second option, a pass to the high post with Gasol. That leads to a beautiful backdoor pass, a roll to the basket, and right back for a dunk. That's basketball. The Suns switch to a zone against the Lakers' second team. Nobody on the Lakers team here is aggressive enough against the zone. There's no dribble penetration, there's no freeze dribbles. So they pass the ball around until there's no time left on the clock, and it makes Lamar Odom burp up a bad shot. The weak spot of a 2-3 zone is in the middle of the lane, so you need to have a guy there to try and catch the pass. The Lakers don't do this, and the Suns are completely willing to let them pass the ball around the perimeter until the shot clock gets down to 5, and the Lakers have to burp up another bad shot. This zone isn't passive, they're aggressive out there, getting their hands in passing lanes and knocking balls out of bounds. And when you switch back to man, it kind of messes up the rhythm of the Lakers' offense, and they get a bad shot again. One common problem is that when you switch back and forth between a zone and a man, your players might forget what you're playing. Here, look at Amundsen. He'll be playing zone while everyone else is playing man. And guess who doesn't get picked up? Yeah, his man. Nice little layup. The Laker big men are terrible at actually boxing out. They just turn and try and track the rebound out of the air. You'll see here, it looks like synchronized swimming. They both turn together. Nobody boxes out anybody, and the Phoenix Suns were getting offensive rebounds. Check this out, Stoudemire, good defense. He cuts the man off, he funnels him into the middle, and they stop him. Terrific. When the starters were in against this 2-3 zone of Phoenix, they got terrific shots time and again, and they happened to miss them. So I'm not so sure Phoenix should feel so good about this zone. You can see Lamar Odom gets a layup, and he just happened to travel. Here's where Pau Gasol really started hurting the Lakers. Watch this terrible hedge where he should be so much higher on this screen to stop Nash. You let him turn the corner and he's going to get a great shot or set up a teammate for a great shot every time. The key to the 2-3 zone is getting the ball in the middle. There Pau Gasol gets it, they swing it around and opens up a seam and he gets a layup out of it. Except that Mr. Odom doesn't know how to shoot with his right hand. Remember when I said that when teams switch back and forth between man and zone, they might forget what they're in? Well, Mr. Richardson has, as he's playing man and everyone else is playing zone. By the time he remembers where he's supposed to be, Kobe goes right to the spot, pulls up, and hits a jumper. You learn in 7th grade not to save the ball under your own basket for this reason. Boom. I suppose Gasol got tired because look where he should have been, way up there hedging on that screen. Instead, he switches off on Nash briefly and watch his effort after Nash passes the ball. He just starts kind of walking around, doesn't realize his man is wide open under the basket for a dunk. If I were Alvin Gentry, I'd be concerned because this is a terrific offense and they don't get rewarded with a basket. They get the ball to the high post, low entry, layup, and Odom just blows it. It's Stoudemire's fault here. He doesn't move over to take that weak side cutter. They're lucky that he missed the layup. Again, next play, watch Stoudemire as he moves from the strong side to the weak side. He doesn't slide over enough, and Gasol just steps right in front of him and gets a layup. Terrible positioning, terrible defense. In 7th grade, when you learned the 2-3 zone, one of the first things you learned was you cannot let the guy split you on the top. And here's Jay Rich just standing straight up and down, not a care in the world. Meanwhile, a long rebound, and he's not in a position to get the rebound. And Lakers get another shot. Here, Lopez is terrific. Hands up, he gets a deflection, which ultimately causes the turnover on the Lakers. So there you have it, folks. Stay tuned for the second half breakdown, and I'll show you some more keys to the game. And I'm pretty sure that 2-3 zone is going to have even more holes. With a day of preparation, the Lakers will probably be able to slice and dice that thing and not miss those easy shots again. But Robin Lopez is huge and he's big, and the more he plays, the better the Suns will play and the better chance they have of getting really back into the series and really making it competitive. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for our next breakdown at B-Ball Breakdown.